Well, what is up, everyone? This is both my weekly live and my weekly. What is up, everyone? This is my weekly live and also technically my weekly vlog, where I try my best to combine the concepts of my weekly vlog with my live. I talk to the chat about how my week has went, and it was hectic for sure. I went to, like I said, it's holiday season, so I've been doing a lot of work and I just recently got into Blue Sky, and Blue Sky is now like my new favorite social media outlet. So I've been using that. Like I didn't get rid of my Twitter yet, but it's only because of the fact that I still keep up with friends and family on there. So I still got it. Let's see what else. It's a lot of stuff that's actually been going on lately, and I got one person. So hello to the one person who decided to pop up. Um, all right, but yeah, so like I said, this is technically my weekly vlog, and also so yeah, just but yeah, like I went to work very frustrated. It's holiday season, so everybody and their grandmother is going in there shopping, and it's going to be like that for like the next couple weeks or so. So there's that. Also, I've been using YouTube a lot more, trying to understand YouTube a little bit more. So in the process of me doing so, let me just go ahead and start from the beginning here with this. The reason why I'm doing my weekly vlog into my live videos is because I'm trying to save up computer space, and in order for me to do that, I have to do the I try to do it through here because there is and I try to do it mostly through streaming. Bar there's no way to actually like bar people from watching, but no big deal. But yeah, so in order to save that, I'm doing it through here now. So it's going to look like I'm on YouTube live talking to myself and going crazy in the process, but that's not the case. I'm just trying to maintain the weekly vlog with weekly lives to save computer space. outside of outside of that, I've also been using YouTube, and in the process of me trying to use YouTube and get the hang of it and try to understand it a little bit more, I have been getting bombarded with like annoying right wingers that just pop up into my channel just to tell me how much they think I suck, and it's like I don't care, man. Uh, but I but in the process, I actually am starting to get used to using my lives a little bit more, doing my lives a little bit more, and I do have a small audience, so that does kind of help a little bit. Also, if I come across as distracted, it's because I am playing this game, and this game is taking over my life. Feel free to talk if you want to. I know like it's really weird. Like I don't understand the concept of working. Like I also find it kind of weird that there's people that's going to be like, you popped up on my algorithm. I don't even know why I'm here. It's like I don't know why you're here either. Please go away. Keep going and stay positive. Thank you. I appreciate that. Fun fact about people who dislike me: they don't know why they're around me, but they won't leave. Which I just find that to just be the I find that to be like the biggest, most confusing. What is up, Megas? How's it going? Hey, sorry, I don't know why, but it's not saying that you subscribe to me. I don't know what it is. I like if you are, I appreciate it, but like it's not saying that you are. I find that to just be completely, I don't know. But like a lot of people who watch me are not subscribed to me, which like on one hand I'm like I get it, but on the other hand it's like, darn. But yeah, some of it is just like a whole bunch of people that don't like me, and they're like, I don't know why I'm here, but I don't like you. And I'm just like, I don't know why you're here either. Please go away. And they're like, never. Yeah. Well, I don't know what it is then, man. But yeah, thanks for popping up. Thanks for showing love. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's been a week. It's been a week. Shoot. Like I said, I've been using Blue Sky, and like without even like almost no question. Now there's like right wingers on Blue Sky, which I just think is kind of weird. Like if I'm Elon Musk right now, I am fuming. I am so angry, if like Elon Musk has to be like really mad because all it took to kill Twitter was for him to like buy it and turn it into a right wing safe space, and even the right wingers are leaving because it's like, well, we can't really like this website unless we got people to harass that we don't like. So they're all going to Blue Sky, so I'm going to go to Blue Sky too. Sorry, Elon. It's crazy, dude. YouTube is weird, bro. It unsubscribes people randomly to doesn't send notifications all the time, all types of stuff. Yeah, that's what I find really weird. Like, I don't really like my whole thing about notifications is the one thing I don't want to get is like, like if I subscribe to somebody, I'm most likely going to watch their stuff. Joining Blue Sky doesn't mean that they're leaving Twitter. I know that part. I'm aware that they're not leaving Twitter, but it's just weird that they're also on Twitter and Blue Sky is like the whole reason why Blue Sky even exists is to get away from you guys, and yet you guys are going over there. It's like it just it halves the HALVES the algorithm a little bit. It's just weird. It's just weird to see. Like I'm aware that they're not leaving. I'm aware that they're not leaving Twitter, but it's just a sheer fact that they're like they don't care about like they just. Hmm. 4 people in here, 2 people talked, and only one like. I'm being cyber stalked. One moment. Awesome Sauce 26 says, LOL. I'm pretty. Their name doesn't sound familiar to me, so now I'm a little weary. I'm getting hassled by right wingers like all day. So it's like everybody, like every lurker is a right winger to me now. I'm getting like paranoid about it. Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I just please don't be a right wing. Please don't be right wing. Please don't be right wing. It's like that's like 90% of the freaking internet now. It's like we're here to it's like every single stereotype that these guys have, every single stereotype these guys have about the LGBTQ community, they just like they say all they want to do is go into a space and turn it into something that they like, full of people like them, and then it's like you guys do that very thing. It's like you guys literally do that. Yeah, like just replace makeup and high heels with flags and MAGA hats, and that's you guys. We're here. We're right wing. Get used to it. It's like we are used to it. Just go away. Never accept us for who we are. They live for the conflict. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like I like it's very frustrating to me because it's like they specifically don't like they specifically like they hate everybody, but they want to be in every space all the time. Like it's like I would never go to a rally. I would never go to a rally. I would never hang out with these people. I would never interact with these people. But it's like on the other side, it's like, yeah, we're here, we're right wing, get used to it. Why are you here? You have your own spaces. You guys have everything now. Why like leave us alone. Leave everybody else alone. I cannot stop playing this game, dude. It is like, man. And I think the worst part about this, like, I know that I like this game because this game has ads in it, and I will still play it. Like that's how bad it is. Like this game has ads in it. Like there's moments in there where the game would actually like take a little small break and like have ads, and I will still play the game after the ad is over. Like it taking over my life. I don't know what it is. I just got to keep merging. Thanks for the love, whoever that was. Um, but yeah, like just so y'all know, this is an interactive live, so feel free to actually say stuff. Like I do respond to y'all. It's just gonna take me a minute because I gotta keep merging these things, man. I gotta keep going. But I do see y'all. I see y'all and I acknowledge y'all. So just give me a second. Man, I wonder if the homie Truant is going to show up, but he's probably at work. Like, I can't believe I actually have like occasional people in here now. Like, I may just do a membership thing just so I could like, how's everyone day going so far? Pretty okay. I mean, like, I'm off today. I'm off work today, so I can get a chance to sit back and chill. I never really mind ads. I only dislike ads on live streams because I miss a few minutes of the stream, but it's just a part of it. Like, I'm getting over the flu. Oh, that's good. Like, you are like congratulations on getting over the flu. You know what I'm saying? That's really no easy feat. It sucks. Uh my boy Truant up in the building. Heck yeah, let's go. Okay, so yeah, I might have to actually do memberships from now on because like I actually do kind of want to, like highlight people's names for people that I recognize and people that show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, with people that, I might actually just do the membership for that reason because I actually do have people that will stick around and stuff like that. I just don't know what to offer. Oh, I'm just now getting sick. I'm glad someone is getting over sickness. I know, right? Let's get down with the sickness. Let's go. I think the thing that kind of messes me up about the membership thing is that like in order to do memberships, you have to actually offer up something to members, and I don't know what I could offer them because I am a poor person. Solve mine status mining. I have no clue what that means, but I think I recognize that name. Do you have moderators? I do not, but I might end up having to get them because once again, right wingers they love to like try to they're going to try to invade this at some point. Like if I'm not mistaken, I think that guy, I think this dude, this 11 Ordo 3AB 3 Chow 22 guy. I think he's a troll, or I think he's like a right wing troll, and I'm pretty sure, you know, you know what? I always get notifications for channels I'm a member of, so at least I'll get that if I'm a member. Done. That's something that we can make happen. So we're gonna have memberships for people who want to get the notifications for the live. That makes sense. Okay. That you know what? Okay, so after the day, I'm gonna have membership stuff. You let me like I'm gonna let you guys know now I'm poor, so I don't know if I can like offer up gifts or anything like that. But if y'all can give me ideas on what to offer up members, I'm open to suggestions. Um, so just flu season is drawing closer. It totally is. You know, like yeah, it's like and what's even crazier is around this time I get a little sick. I get like a little I don't know if y'all ever like see my older videos, but around this time and like maybe a good year or so ago, I would always be like coughing, and I actually had a video called "Try Not to Cough" challenge where I try to go through the whole video without coughing, and I did a few times. It was not fun. That was definitely like flu season is among us for sure. Speaking of Among Us, there's a series on Peacock. It's kind of like live action Among Us, and I think it's called Traders or something. And my girlfriend was watching it. She was telling me about it, and like now I'm interested in trying to figure out like I'm interested in it, but it's like I don't watch shows like that, so I might actually try to give it a. Oh, I just got an ad. Okay, yeah. You need to offer additional stuff. Anyone who enjoys your content knows your situation. Think of it as building a small community from the ground up. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like I don't know what additional stuff I can offer. You don't need to mint. I'm gonna assume you don't need to. You don't need. Oh, okay. I'm gonna assume you're saying something like you don't need to mean it. I'm not good at reading context. Oh, it's all good. Why am I doing this? Why I can stop this game whenever I want to. I just don't want to right now. But I got it. Okay. Okay. You don't need to offer anything else. You don't need to offer anything else. That's the thing. Is like I always it's like my whole thing is that like if I have a membership, I'm in my brain. How many hours do you have on that game? It's not one of those types of games. It's like okay. It's like one of those games you get on your cell phone. Like I said, it's called Merge's Kingdom. I don't really know. Also, do me a favor. Like while I'm on the subject, like if you do just happen to get an ad, let me know so that way I can kind of like just pause what I'm doing and be like, we'll be right back after these commercial break because I don't know because it doesn't tell me when the ad runs. So like like I don't want anybody to miss anything because of an ad, even though it's just me just yapping. Nah, you don't have to pause. It's like I don't mind pausing though. Just if you ever watched professional wrestling back in the day, we can't tell you until the ad is over. Dang, I got an ad a few minutes ago. I'm sorry about that. If y'all never saw professional wrestling, Edge and Christian, they used to do this thing called the 5 second pose, where they would like it would be like 5 seconds. Yeah, like I would gladly like like if I knew when the ads were doing the things, I would totally make that into a thing. Dang, I did the poses and lost like there was like 5 people in here. I did the poses and now I went down to two. So wow, man. I guess people didn't like the poses. I don't know. But yeah, though, like I don't mind doing a pause pose. I don't mind doing a pause, a pause. I thought you were showing them the door. That door over there? Yeah, that was not feeling that. I know, right? It's messed up. Like, wow, man. My on a good foot though is like, hey, like I said, with the membership, I mean, you guys stuck around. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna do that though. I'm gonna make that. Tomorrow I have a kitchen porter trial shift. Just turned 18, dropped out from school a few months ago. I am sorry to hear that, but also what is a kitchen porter trial shift? I'm hold on, wait. I mean, I'm sorry that you had to drop out of school, but I don't know what a trick. I feel like a kitchen porter trial shift is something to celebrate, but I don't understand why. I don't know what's going on. Dude, like as soon I hit the poses, they leave, and I stop and they come back. Like wow, that just goes to show who the real ones are going to be. Because I'm gonna start doing that a lot more now. Just hitting with the JoJo. Yeah, I'm not sure what a kitchen porter is either. Educate us. Trial shift for a kitchen porter. Yeah, I don't know. Like when I think of porter, when I think of the word port, I think of ships. So like that's where my brain goes. I don't. Bro, they really are leaving because of the poses. Y'all see, went from 5 to 3. Yo, they really they don't like it. Okay, yeah, the real ones are gonna stay then. Okay, then no problem. We're gonna test out who the real ones are. Yeah, there we go. So from every couple seconds, I add. Okay, hit them with the. I'm having fun with that. I'm gonna have fun with that from now on. Cause like if these people like yeah like because like people gonna come in through like for to troll me. And now that I know that I can annoy them by posing, I'm going to start doing that a lot more. A kitchen porter keeps the kitchen clean and organized by washing dishes, cleaning services, and handling waste, supporting the chefs and staff. Oh, so basically the person who works in the kitchen, but not like a chef. Okay, yeah, you're just going to be working in the kitchen. Cool. Good luck. I hope that it, I hope that it works out. I'm sorry you had to drop out of school for that though. I always thought that like that was one of the kind of jobs that you get from going to cooking school, chef school. I feel like there's a word for that, but I don't know what it is. Look, I never said I was a smart person. Okay, I'm just saying. Born into a world. Culinary school. Culinary school. That's the word I was looking for. Culinary. £12 per hour. I finished school, but I didn't want to go to university. It cost me money. Man, I am broke. Yeah, I've been there. Okay, you say pound, so I'm gonna assume that £12. I'm gonna assume that you're in the UK, and yeah, university does in fact cost money. I assume. I didn't. I thought. Wait, I thought in the UK like money like school was affordable or cheap or something. That like wow, hold on, wait, did the white supremacists do that? Did the white supremacists invade you guys too? Because that's the strictly white supremacist concept. It's like, yeah, we gotta make money, we gotta make college unaffordable, challenging for poor people to get into. Like what? That is wild, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. Manu, thank you. By the way, Almighty Smooth. That's the Almighty Smooth. Like his channel is actually really dope. Y'all should check him out as well. Um, what is up, Almighty Smooth? Nah, man, gonna work 2 years and then I would do apprenticeship so I can be an electrician trades. Okay, I get that. Yeah, you have your stuff planned out. I hope that it works out for you. I it's different. Okay, I got six now. Okay, I got six people on here. So it's time for a pause pose. I'm just off hanging out with my youngest daughter, and I saw you live. Don't forget the drill pose. I forget the wait. I honestly the this one, or is it like I can't. There's no thriller pose. It's the thriller dance because I think it's this one. Gotta hold them longer. Nah, man, five. Not not the no the album cover pose. Yeah, he's talking about this one. I can't. Okay, one person left. You got some wild, man. Okay, so one person left. So back as soon as I finish, six person comes right back. Dog, yo, this is gonna flip, man. This is gonna flush him out. This is gonna flush him out. This is gonna flush him out. Like I said, this is like the real ones the real ones are gonna show up. You see, when you hold a pose for a few seconds, that's what does it. Real Styles, how's it going? Uh, let's see. Just so y'all know, I go into. Oh, yo. Okay, Real Styles, check out his stuff. You hold it long enough to make them uncomfortable. Just do the entire stream like a Power Ranger, then you can clear house. I mean, okay, the question is, if I do that, will you guys stay on? That's the question. Like, if I do that, will you guys stay on? Like, who's gonna stay on? Because the whole point of me doing the poses is to clear out the people who won't stay on. You know what I mean? Because they're like, clearly they think of, clearly they have a perspective of what. Hello, Ashley Barrett. By the way, Rilla Styles, he actually is like one of my legitimate personal friends. Like I actually know him personally. So if you decide to, so it's like whatever he says about me will probably be questionable, if not slightly true. I love Power Rangers. All the real ones stay. Cringe, bro. Yeah, basically. My whole thing, I love Power Rangers too, honestly. Like I love Power Rangers, I love Super Sentai, I love Kamen Rider, I love Tokusatsu in general because it's basically like comic books come to life. Like it's basic over there in Japan, bro. That's their Marvel, okay, and it's so good. You look and sound so happy. Oh, believe me, I am not happy, but I can. I'm just really good at providing it. I haven't seen Power Rangers in decades. I mean, well, it's not. The current Power Rangers is definitely not for us. Definitely not for older folks. And by decades, I mean like 8 years. I mean, yeah, that's that's par for the course, bro. Um, but that's how's your take the Jason David Frank news? I was not happy about it because I made a video about it, but I didn't. I made a video about that, and I didn't want to, and because I didn't want to like make it seem like I was mourning a celebrity I never met, but I actually met Jason David Frank like at MechaCon one year, and he was a cool guy. He was really nice, and he just seemed like a really nice person, like in general. And also because I also have mental issues, I can relate to what happened because what he did, I tried to do a few times. I think you probably might know about that already. I have SPD on DVD. Ha, that is so dope. I love that. Like that's one I need to check out again, honestly, because I remember liking that one. But yeah, though, like I'm gonna try and take a nap for work later. Trade work later. I'll see y'all later. Yo, man, True End, it's always a pleasure having you on, bro. Like by all means, feel free to come back whenever you feel. I missed the stream last night because I was watching the Godzilla movie marathon stream while I didn't get the notification. I love cheesy Japanese shows. Wait, hold on, wait, like all of them, like even the older ones, even the older ones. Dude, that is wow, Emperor Megas, you are you're the goat. You're the goat. You're the goat. I should be watching your stream. You seem like a very interesting person. Speaking of which, like I always say, I will literally everybody in here needs to make content, or at least I will say that I believe that everybody here should make content because you're all very interesting people, and there's all walks of life that I feel like you guys could actually provide should y'all consider doing that. Like I'm just doing this stuff to kind of just basically show my perspective of how things are going. But I feel like every perspective here matters. So if you're shy about making content, just know that one guy is going to watch you and one guy supports you 100%. Now, if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. But just know that, if you do decide to do it and you think it's going to suck because nobody's going to watch, just know that this guy's watching. But yeah, like definitely the older Godzilla movies. I ain't gonna sit here a lot. Like, okay, how's about for the longest time? I thought that the Godzilla movies I thought Godzilla was the bad guy for like the longest time. I thought Godzilla was the villain because, going around knocking stuff down, destroying cities and stuff like that. Yeah. And that's the part that kind of messed me up. Like that's crazy. He went from being like this. He went from being like basically here's what happens when you screw up the environment. Things could actually get really bad. A giant monster can come out of nowhere and destroy the whole town. To we actually like this giant monster now because they're cool. I call it it's like wow, it's crazy. It's kind of like what DC did with Darkseid a little bit. I hate that. I hate what DC did with Darkseid. Like they made him into a teenager and he was actually part of the Justice League for a while or some crap. And I'm just like, whack. All right, I got 6 people up in here. So all right, 6 people stay. Well, he used to be a menace, but then he became a benefit because he would fight off other kaiju, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. It's kind of like an awesome allegory of this life in general. it feels like life in general a little bit. It's like going we have to sort of we benefit the most from the things that want to hurt us. Like we benefit the most from the things that want to hurt us because they're protecting us from something else that wants to hurt us. It's like why, and we like we can't question it. It's like can we just live in a world where nothing is trying to hurt us, please? Like why should we be okay with something trying to hurt us, protecting us from something else trying to hurt us? What's up? What's going on? It's like I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of tired of being chased down by something. It's like I'm tired of being a a prey animal in a world full of lions and wolves. Once again, just know I am still playing this game and it's still taking over my life. I gotta keep merging. I gotta see what happens if I merge 17 things in a row. Dang it! I was trying to do that. That's capitalism, baby. Learn to love it. Absolutely not. Challenge that every day, bro. Call me Green Arrow in this piece. What game? The game is called Merge's Kingdom. It's just basically like a normal game where you kind of like just merge a whole bunch of stuff together. And I don't know why, but the simplicity of it is just making it's just like capital. It's just like it's really, really, really kind of like I can't stop playing it. By the way, I realize now that I do have a bit of a time limit when it comes to my lives. Like after 2 hours, it starts to kind of go a little bit. So I have to be mindful about how I'm going to. Like, I'm going to see why is I'm going to see why I have only 2 hours to do stuff on it. But just know that yeah, Green Arrow is one of my favorite DC characters. See, mine too. And the big reason I went from not knowing a lot about Green Arrow because I thought Green Arrow was just like dude who he has the real problems, not me and DC do. You understand that? Like when I thought about Green Arrow, I initially thought he was just Arrow guy, right? And then I actually sat down and I paid attention to who he was as a person and well as a character and like what he was actually challenging because he was challenging like capitalism and dude used to be hooked on dope. That's Speedy. That's Harper. I know who you're talking about, but that's Harper. Um, I don't know if Queen was too, but I do know that like Harper had it really bad. They really like they wrote Harper as a drug addict to kind of just sort of tell kids, hey kids, like doing drugs is bad. And they just mess Harper's life up in the process. And I'm not cool with that. But like this current storyline with the Green Arrow family, Harper they got him cleaned up. He's doing everything now. He's doing everything right by the book now. And one of the things that I genuinely enjoy is that like Harper has a daughter named Leanne, and Leanne for a long time was like, kind of like out of Harper's reach. Like Harper could like, she was either living in another timeline or something. What console? Oh, it's PC, bro. It's an online game, but like I said, it's called Merge's Kingdom. I can't like it's one of those. It's a really simple game. I can't like you can probably download it on your phone. But yeah, like Leanne Harper was like for the longest time just out of Roy's reach. Roy was always trying to just like he just wanted to be able to make things right with Leanne, and like the comic book guys basically said, nope, we're Spider Manning that. Manning is a modern day Ra's al Ghul. For those who don't know, that's my real name, and no, I'm not. Yeah, they have that Arrow family similar to the Bat family, and that's honestly I love that. Um, but nah, my whole thing was that like this current thing that they had that basically got him, making things right with Leanne and like they're actually like part of a family now. It's beautiful to see, man. Like it's awesome. Like they got like all of these like old they even got like characters from like before the crisis popping up, like Mia Dearden and stuff. Yes, I read way too much DC comics. I should be like learning about relevant stuff, like how to grow food in my apartment, and here I am just reading DC comics. I can tell you like a lot of stuff about it because I'm trying to like connect the current storyline to the storylines of the past, and it's very complicated. But I cannot like if you were to ask me, hey man, well like what's a what's sine, cosine, and tangent? All I can tell you is they got something to do with triangles. I don't know. Razar Ghul, no way, dude. That dude is a jerk. But I would like to like live for a long time, learn a whole bunch of stuff, and have like 100 years worth of knowledge. But that is challenging. Like that's like I'd be having headaches every day. But also, once again, as I said multiple times before, everybody here make content or do not just make content, but just do the thing. If you got something that you want to do and you're feeling uneasy about it, learn how to do it and then just do it. It's just that simple. Like I want to see you guys flourish and do awesome stuff too. I think you'll be a librarian one day. I genuinely want to be one. That's actually like my one of my dream jobs. And I actually tried to apply for multiple librarian jobs, but it's just a case of you know if folks don't want me working there. I don't know. But yeah, that is the goal actually to get a job working at a library. But yeah, Klaus Baudelaire is quite the inspiration. For those who never read A Series of Unfortunate Events, Klaus Baudelaire was the brother. He used to read all those books and try to figure he would like it was just Klaus Baudelaire is literally what learning is made in like a borderline supernatural fashion in a TV show. Because basically what Klaus did is like, bruh, same, no BS. Librarian is a legit dream job for me. Yes, right? Like just being surrounded by books all day, all you do is just put books up and in your spare time you can read them and help people and tell people like, hey, if you like, there's a book for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's like what I always wanted to do growing up, man. Just like in my spare time, just like put books up, like and then get paid for it, bro, man. Like that's an elite job right there, man. Like it's very easy to kind of overlook the value of the library and the value of librarians, but like, bro, that's like goaded based amazing. Like, yeah, like I'm currently trying to teach myself about like books and quiet equals peace exactly. And ad just ran. Mm-hmm. 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 Do a little title picture. Jarian. Okay, yep, I'm definitely doing the membership thing. I'm definitely doing the membership thing. Some of y'all are going to be members now. That's happening. I just like I don't know what I can offer, but just some of y'all are going to be members now. Jarian is in the building. One thing people don't realize that we do is programming, LOL, but it can be fun. Program. Oh right, actually, you are a librarian. You're a librarian. Okay, what? Okay, when you say programming, what do you mean by that? Because like when I think of programming, I think of computers, but I've heard a librarian say stuff about programming for books before. So now I'm locked in. Like help me understand that a little bit. And what is up, Jarian? Best name and the like coolest name I've ever heard. Smith. Um, yeah, because like, yeah, I would love to be, man. I would love to be a librarian. You have no clue, man. Like, I would read so many books in my spare time. Like, I went to a library not too long ago, and it was like I was in a Western section. I was in a section where like they actually had books like written about like Western based stuff, and it was like Western fiction, like cowboys and stuff like that. And the first thing that went through my mind is like you could literally turn every book into a movie. You could literally turn every book series or every book into like a movie or a TV series. Everything been yeah, to say the least, everything's been at least moderately okay. Yeah. It's like we really don't talk about that. Like we could really like read every fictional book in the library, and like every film and TV series into a book. I mean, I'm just saying, like this could be the thing. Like, bro, there's so many things that we could like make it. There's probably which would be easier than the other way around. Oh, like, wait. Are you saying that it would be easier to make? Are you saying that it would be easier to make a TV series into a book than it would be to make a book into a TV series or a movie? I feel like it'd be easier because, like, well, I mean, like you would have to modernize it a little bit. Like, there's a lot of books out there that was made like a long time ago, so you have to modernize it. It's harder to condense books into movies. I don't know. Like, maybe it's just because of the fact it's like I feel like it wouldn't be that. I feel like we have a really crazy habit of like we don't. That's a challenge. That's a challenge that I feel like we as creators could possibly do. Like, I feel like that's a realistic concept to put together. Like the Harry Potter series was good, for despite everything that's happened, in spite of the person who wrote it, you know, but it was very popular for its time. Honestly, Animorphs should have done better though. This should be Animorphs' time to shine right here. By the way, speaking of that series, yeah, but cramming a lengthy book into 2 hours is tough. Make it a series. Live which like people like series. I feel like people also like series. Like I'm not gonna say people like series because I'll say it like this. I like series. I like the idea of like stuff from. I like the idea of like being able to know something that happened because of what I saw beforehand. I like that. I like being able to know. I like being able to recognize continuity. Gotta run, keep up the great work. Hey man, it's always good having you around. I appreciate the support. Also make content. Villa Styles, make content, do things, and make stuff. Make stuff. I'm supporting you over here, bro. Plus, being a director would be cool and difficult, making a dream come alive. Absolutely. Animorphs is in fact criminally underrated. It's really like I did not. I remember actually being locked in on Animorphs as a kid. I remember being like so locked in on Animorphs as a kid, man. Like that was like because I used to love reading the books and like doing the flip book thing where you like turn the pages at the bottom corner and you could like see them morph into the animal. And I used to love that. I never finished the series, and part of me is now compelled to do that. Miss Josh says I may be one of the few people that misses the card catalog and do its decimal system at the library. Yeah, honestly, I thought the Dewey Decimal System is still there, isn't it? It's just some numbers at the bottom, right? Or are you talking about the you pulling out the card and like pull the original search engine? Yeah, I used to love that the original search engine where you actually had to like pull the little dresser out and you had to. Yeah. Yeah, but you don't use the cards anymore. The literal card catalog. I remember those. Magic Treehouse should have been a series too. See, I've never seen Magic. I never read. Wait, Magic Treehouse is a book series. I've never heard of that before. That's a new one to me. I feel like the card catalog is like it definitely helped like free up some space though. Modernizing it so to speak. 'Cause also, those cards are really easy to lose. But yeah, like that is definitely like I hope that Ashley Barrett is still here because oh my god, I completely forgot. So I'm specifically a children and teen librarian, so I have to put programs together, basically events for them to participate in. So I do story time, crafting workshops, and that type of thing. I can't believe I completely missed over that, and I am so sorry. But that is dope, and I love that. Like you actually plan the events and stuff like that. Like that's cool. That is really cool. I love that, and I bet it's kind of hard to do because the only time the kids are available is usually like on the weekends, right? Because of school. I can't believe I'm just now missing that. I am so sorry. The chat goes by so fast, and my ADD and this game. Um, Yeah, I remember the car catalog. I'm old. I'm old. Very. I'm very not young. But like the but yeah, like but that is dope though. Like I like the idea. Okay, so that's what programming would be for like a librarian. You actually kind of get together, you organize the events, and you organize the events, and you kind of like just sort of let people know, hey, this thing is happening. Like you actually like that's dope. Something weird about me. Well, maybe it's weird. I don't know. I'm gonna assume you're saying anything I love. When I purchase books secondhand from like thrift stores and previous owners have made notations in. Honestly, I like that too. I like that too. I kind of like the idea. Like I don't like the idea of somebody like messing with the book, but I do like the idea of like knowing that somebody else had this book and it was something that like I remember one time like somebody wrote like I think their name on it and a specific date. It was and that was it. Not in my brain. I'm thinking, okay, they bought it at this time, but it could literally mean anything. I also love the one checkout cards in the library, and you can see who last checked it out. It was someone from like decades ago. Yeah, I remember that too. That would be like so cool. Like you go to the back of the book and you can like take that card out, and it would be like somebody bought this book in like '77. It's like, dude, that is crazy. And it was like, man, I like there was a it's archaeology at the end of the day. It's basically like social archaeology, or I mean, it's history. It's history at the end of the day. You're literally like every day is literally like every day is a day gone by. So every day, every time you see something from back in the day, it's like it's you're literally encountering history. You managed to encounter something that you either a lived through but didn't encounter, or b didn't live through. And it's crazy. It's crazy how like everything is history at the end of the day. Cultural anthropology, exactly that. And like, honestly, and what's even crazier is that like thanks to the internet, we're gonna have a digital aspect of that too. We're gonna have a digital version of cultural anthropology. We're gonna have like so much because I think the legend goes nothing officially gets deleted from the internet, right? It just the worst thing that could happen is it get turned into like hexadecimal code or something. So it's like this humongous gigantic collection of just weird symbols that literally just mean like one letter or something. But it's like it never truly gets like deleted, right? The Wayback Machine is a trip. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like that's kind of the reason why I'm also making content too, is because of the fact that it's like I know that whether or not I become successful as a content creator now doesn't really matter. I just wanted to be known, hey, I was here, I existed, and this is who I was, and this is how I thought about certain things. And I try my best to keep stuff as historically relevant as possible, so that way people can understand. Yeah, this was something that happened. This was something like and people didn't like it, or people didn't like what I had to say, or whatever. Like I'm basically like I'm doing this for history. Oh snap! I'm glad I can check in, turn on post notify, so I don't miss anything. I gotta go to work. See you and y'all good people soon. Be safe out there. And thank you. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. I definitely need to do this at a better time because a lot of people are leaving and going to work. And unfortunately, I do my weeklies on Monday. So, it's a day where people have to go to work. And like, I'll tell y'all what though. I will also do another live later tonight. I'm 67 and beginning to feel like walking history. Actually, drank from. Are you serious? What? Yo, that is wild. Yo, that is crazy. You was around for that. Yo. Hold on, wait. Okay, so if you're 67 now, that means that you was born in like 19. Hold on. You was born in like 1967, right? No. I'm not gonna. You don't have to say your. You don't have to. You don't have to like say the actual year you were born or anything like that. I don't want you to get doxxed or nothing. But like, yeah, wow, that's wild. That is ridiculous. And also a little eerie. That's quite a ways away. And yeah, but that's another thing you have to take into consideration. Like when we think about history, we don't think about like us and normal people. We think of like historic moments and like big time and big things and stuff like that. We think of stuff like that. But you know, like we are all history, you know? Like we're all our own version of history. That's the reason why I always like in my older videos, I always like try to tell people prioritize learning about like, you know, your family members and your direct ancestors, like your actual like, you know, like see how far back you can go. Like who's your grandparents and your genealogy. That's what I'm looking for. I hype up genealogy because grab a coffee or something on me. Thank you very much, Emperor Megas. I really appreciate it. Oh man. Um, wow. Thank y'all. Like this is that's a very nice thing to do. Um, I'm gonna reply to that actually. There you go. That's for you, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like we're all history. And Miss Jobs over here is like she like Miss Jobs. I'm gonna assume because of the Miss you are she, so she definitely like she's seen some things. She's been around in a time where I wasn't around. I wasn't around. I don't know anything about that time frame, but that time frame is very important to American history, and she was there. We're here now, but she was there. That's what I'm saying. Like genealogy is actually very important too because like we don't like I say when we look at history, we don't look at us. We don't look at ourselves. We don't look at like who we are as our own people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that's one reason why I always say, like, you know, yeah, look into your genealogy. Look into like your hometown. Like look into the history of your hometown and where you and like literally where you're from, because that's relevant to who you are as well. Like that's literally like because you were there, you know what I'm saying? Like for all you know, you could be passing by a building that your great grand uncle may have owned. I'm 50, so I'm bridging the gap. You're 50? You're 50? I swear. Okay, everybody in the chat, like everybody in the chat, like I'm thinking to myself, I'm talking to like people in their 30s. I'm talking to people in their 30s. You're 50. I did not know you. I would have never guessed you were 50. That's over my head, bro. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. Did not know. That's whoa. Okay. I'm thinking we're like I said, I'm thinking that we're in the same age group. I'm thinking that I'm because I actually genuinely believe that I'm at least older than most of y'all in the chat. Now I'm starting to realize maybe I'm not. I told you I saw the first Star Wars in the theater. Bro, I was in the 70s. Oh wow. I have my family. I have my family Freeman's Bureau documents from 1866. That is cool. That is cool. Like you, 1866. Do you? Okay, okay. I'm trying to think of who was president during 1866 because 1865, if I'm not mistaken, that was what was that the end of the Civil War? Hold on, was that 1865? Was when 1865 was the Emancipation Proclamation, right? No, hold on. No, wait. The Civil War. You know, I'm gonna mess this up. Give me a second. I gotta actually look this up. What year was the Civil War? Okay, so the Civil War was in 1861. Oh man, I was like 4 years, dude. That's a whole presidential that's a whole presidential term. Oh my god. 1863 was the Emancipation Proclamation. Okay, hold on. Okay. And you say you got it in you say you got the documentation from 1866. the war ended. Wait, the war ended. Okay, the war ended at 64. Oh, the proclamation was 63. The war ended at 64, and you got the Freedmen's Bureau documents from 1866. So you literally have like historical documents. Literally, like the war hasn't been over. The war hasn't been over a good 5 years, and you have something from that era that is personally connected to your family. That is awesome. I need to find out. I need to find out if we like all my grandparents are dead now, so I don't really like. Thankfully, I know their names, but like I had to look into that. Like I wonder if we got some because I'm Southern, so now I'm like, did we have those too? The war ended in 1865. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it? I thought it was 1864. Like all I know is that the 1860s was a crazy time, and to be able to say that we got anything from that time frame, like currently the show now is just nothing short of like spectacular. Like like you have a piece of your family's history, and that's valid. That's very important to say. It was a major shakeup for the country. Yeah, it was one of them. Yeah, it was one of them for sure. And what's even crazier is that like I've been trying to learn about like American history and stuff like that. So I actually sat down and I learned about American like American political parties, and what motivated the American political parties was basically people having a disagreement about the French Revolution and who was in the right. So it's like if you believe that if you believe that one side was on the right, you were on this side. If you believe that somebody else was on the right, it was on this side. But I don't know anything about the French Revolution outside of what was it like the music, like what's that? What's that musical called? The Miserables. Okay, Les Miserables. That was about the French Revolution, right? I cannot believe that Emperor Megas is 50 years old. I went a long time thinking that you were like much younger than that. Team off of their heads. Like I'm okay. I'm guessing that this is an ad. So not sure if the ad is still up, but like it blinked a little bit when I did it. But also, once again, like if you watch professional wrestling, Edge and Christian, there's a tag team called Edge and Christian. They used to do something called the 5 second pose, where they'll be like for for those who have flash photography, and they'll like literally do like 5 second poses, and it worked. It was a cool thing that they did. Ah man, Edge and Christian. I just realized how old I am to remember that they haven't been no ad for me yet. Okay, it was a good segment. Thank you. Oh boy. But yeah, like I said, for those who had to go to work and everything like that, I might do one a little bit later too as well. Because like I say, this was initially like I normally do my weekly vlogs in the morning too. I might actually also do a video after this as well because like I did have a script ready for a video that I wanted to make that I'm pretty sure is going to cause me to lose even more subscribers. But but I'm lazy, so like it'll happen when it happens. I don't know. Like I'm still like I still got depression and it's still really bad. So I've been feeling pretty lethargic lately. So I'm just trying my best to kind of just sort of I'm doing a lot of things to force myself to do something to sort of steer clear and away from the depression, but it's weighing on me a little bit. Imagine how we think you sound when you say you're old and we think you're young as heck. Honestly, I did not. I thought to myself, wow. I thought you were I thought you were Emperor Megas. I thought you were 32. I thought you were 32. 100%. With Miss Jobs, I kind of knew that she was on the older side because she said something that she referenced something that when she was older. But I thought you were 32. I didn't. I would have never guessed 50. I would have never guessed you were an entire adult away from that. Like that's messing with me now. Okay, I'm really talking about you're 50. How was that? Wow. Who told you to be 50? Ain't nobody tell you to be 50 out here. Old, hey, look at me. I'm an adult. I'm a bigger adult than you. It's like this is a this is this is a competition, and you this is a competition that I lost, and I'm salty about it. Age is now a competition. He cheated. How dare you be older than me? All up in my chat being older than me. In fairness, a lot of people think I'm way younger. I bet you look young too. I bet you look like mad young. I bet like like I bet you got what I call it high school teacher vibes because like a lot of high school teachers are usually like in their 40s and they look like they're in their 20s because they just took really good care of themselves. My mom and dad is their fault. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh man, that's funny as heck. Hello, what's this? Oh, but yeah, though I lost my train of thought as I'm playing this game. But yeah, like I said, I've been kind of bummed out lately. So it's like I'm trying my best to sort of who's not older than you is the question. I at this point I don't know. At this point, I genuinely no clue, bro. Like I keep thinking that I know people on the internet, and then the internet just ups and provide this. Like think again. I'm actually a super duper adult. Like just rip the fake mustache off, and I'm like, just rip the fake mustache off. Surprise! I'm actually 50 years old. What? This whole time I thought you were 32. Where'd you get that idea from? I have no clue. You might be the youngest person in your community. I doubt that. There's a like that other kid who came up in here earlier talking about being a kitchen porter. I'm pretty sure he's like 18 or something. My dad is in his 90s and an activist for the unhoused. Your dad is still alive in his 90s? That is wild to me. Through YouTube? I don't know, dude. I don't know how the world works anymore. I'm pretty sure like I'm at this point right now, I'm convinced that everybody is just like a raccoon, like in a like two raccoons standing on each other's shoulders with a hat on. I'm that's my perspective now. Like everybody on the internet is just two or three raccoons in a big overcoat with a hat on. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's the internet or like like possums or something. I don't know, man. The fact that your dad is still alive at 90 years old is a testament to like how it's like that's awesome. I think that and he's an activist for the unhoused, bro. Like your dad sounds based. Your dad sounds like an amazing person. Like you have any idea how like you have to be in your like you have any idea how cool of a person you have to be in your 90s to kind of like you lived your entire life. You have your kids are grown. You have your home. You have everything going the way that you want it to go. You can literally afford to be the most selfish and callous you could ever be. And instead, you're saying, "Yo, everybody should have a house to live in." That is the coolest thing. My dad is in his 70s, but he's newly on his fifth marriage. I do got swag. Uh, Dude got swag. I fifth marriage? Yeah, that dude got swag. That dude got so much swag. Like that dude can just go up to a lady and be like, and a lady just gonna be like, did he just do that to me? If he's in his 70s and he's like on his fifth marriage, that dude got like that dude got like he's Dr. Love, man. He's not your dad. He's everybody daddy. Wait, hold on, wait. You're 50 and your dad is in his 70s. Okay, never mind. I just did the math. Don't worry about it. I am. Well, I'm gonna just say this again. I've never said that I'm a smart person. I need y'all to understand that. I appreciate y'all for having so much patience with me because I do say dumb things, and I just want y'all to know if I sound too dumb on here sometimes, I apologize. I'm not a smart man, and I would never say that I'm a smart man. This dude's dad up in here like this dude's dad's up in here like, man, just be you. It's okay. You're very smart. I appreciate that. I just know that I say dumb things, and I know that me saying dumb things will probably upset even people that like me. So I'm aware that of how that goes. I'll say it for you. I appreciate that. Oh my god, my legs are getting sore. Okay. Ow. People tend to have kids in their 20s. I know. I thought when you say he was in his 70s, I forgot that you're like in my brain. I just like I thought he was like my brain just immediately went to he's 16, and it's like no he didn't. No, that's not 16. Once again, not a smart man. Like I can tell you why the square root of a number. I can tell you about how the square root of a negative number is an invisible number times itself, but I cannot tell you that I didn't do math the right way and thought that your dad was like 16 when you were born. Having self awareness makes you smarter than many. I don't know what self awareness is, but thank you. I had my first when I was 30, and I don't regret it. Yeah, we've seen your sweet angel. She is adorable, and she steals every show that she steals every live that you have. We all say dumb things. I can't speak for anyone else, but I appreciate the fact that you're so genuine. That's why I dig your content. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very helpful. It's like it's very it's very welcoming to know that people she wants her own YouTube channel now. Oh my god, Sweet Pea is gonna be like, Daddy, put camera that way. She's gonna be the little director, bro. Shoot, yeah, like she's yeah, oh yeah, that little like I actually know Almighty Smooth. Like I know him like kind of personally. I've known him a little bit longer than everybody else. So like so if I sound but yeah, Sweet Pea, Sweet Pea is definitely gonna like Sweet Pea would totally take over your channel, bro. That'd be dope. I mean, obviously don't give it to her just yet. People on the internet be crazy, but like I could totally see her like doing very well with it. One of my favorite things at work is actually interacting with the kids over there because we've got like a lot of parents that come by, and the parents that come by, they have the parents that come by, they be having their kids, and my whole thing is that like kids feel ignored when they come to the store, so I always give the kids like a little attention by getting a shoe or something and saying, hey, do you think your mom will look good in these, or do you think mom will look good in these? You know what I'm saying? And like, and the kid will always just sort of look at me and just go, dude, I don't care. I don't have money. What are you doing? Like, why are you asking me this question? And I'd be like, this is why I can't sell anything to kids. They just don't care about nothing. And the kid would just, the kid would think it's funny a little bit. They laugh. Like, also at random, when a kid hugs me, that's like that gets me every time, dude. Like, it doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it always sort of stresses me out. Unskippable ad just ran. I feel like you're doing that. Oh my god! So yeah, That's gonna be a thing from now on. I'm gonna make that into a thing. Like once I know how the ad once I know like once they start telling me about how the ad runs and everything like that, I'm gonna make that into a thing from now on. Oh my god. Man, you're better than me. I avoid kids like the plague. I used to be that way too, but it's like at my job, I kind of can't avoid them because they are everywhere. Like like I said, everybody's a parent over here, so everybody has a kid over there. And like my whole thing is that like kids like just like how we kind of have like just like how we kind of get a little weird about kids get weird about us too. So the whole thing is I try to bridge that gap a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like just like how we're uncomfortable around them, they are equally uncomfortable around us. So I try my best to like while they're there, I try my best to kind of make them feel like, hey, I'm cool. You ain't got to worry about me. But also, might you like do you like these shoes? And the kid would just be like, I don't know. I don't know, man. But like I said, it doesn't happen often. But like whenever I get a hug from a kid, the first thing that goes through my mind is like this kid doesn't know anything about the world, but they know that I'm at least a decent enough person for them to want to hug, and that gets me sometimes. That gets me. Like that really kind of like they don't like to put this in perspective. Is like they don't know much about anything. I love kids, but don't know how to react when they say out of pocket stuff at work. Like what? Honestly, that's content right there. That is content. That is content right there. Like story time. How's about this kid said this at my job? Story time. Y'all want to hear about this time this kid said this at my job? That is content. Are you crazy? Like that is wild. Like what do they be saying? I'm now compelled. What do they be saying? My main issue with kids is usually their parents. Parents just let the kids act buck wild. Oh, absolutely, 100%. But we actually had this one. We actually had like this one parent who let their kids like run around, literally run around the store, and it happens more times than you think. So one time, I did something very ridiculous, and I let a kid run past me, and I fell over, and the kid looked at me like, "Uh oh, did I knock him down?" You know what I mean? And like like I mean, the kid felt like really bad, so they was like walking. They was walking around afterwards, but they was looking at me. They was looking at me like, "Did I hurt you?" And I'm like, going, "Nah, you're good. You're good." Like I'm getting back up. I'm like, "Ah, you're fine. It's okay. No big deal. I'm good. I'm fine." But it was like but the whole idea was like the kid thinks he knocked me over. You got to kind of go with their empathy a little bit here. And I forget that kids have empathy, but it's like it's there. It exists. Because that kid looked at me like, "Oh man, did I hurt this guy?" Yeah, so and they didn't even touch me. I just like they ran past me and I fell over. Even the parent was like, "See, you knocked the man down. Why did you knock the man down?" I'm like going, "Don't worry, they didn't." I'm like going, "Don't worry, they didn't. It's fine." But yeah, like, but I love children though. Like, I love children so much. I don't want any of my own. But now I'm compelled. Like Ashley Bear, like, what kind of crazy stuff do they say? What do they be like cussing, or do they say like do they make references to like drugs and alcohol or something? I also feel like kids are also a product of their environment. So it's like if they do say some weird stuff, it's like you kind of have to wonder like what is it that they're surrounded by that they know this stuff. Because I remember when I was growing up, I grew up in the hood, so like I knew like I heard words affiliated with drugs and alcohol and stuff. That's how I know you aren't old yet. You got knocked down and just got right back up, no problem. Oh my god. Okay, for the record, I actually did. Okay, when I get back up, it hurts. Okay, I need y'all to understand that too. Like when I like getting back up is like it's a whole process. Okay, I gotta. Yeah, ah, wow, that is wild. But yeah, that's what happened. Though I would get like oh yeah, it was it's a whole process. Okay, I am old. Oh look at me, I'm Emperor Magus. I'm 50. No, you're not. Go live there. I need you to prove that you're 50. I don't believe that. You carry yourself way too youngly on the internet. Youngly. That's a word, right? But yeah, though, like I love kids. I love kids so much. I don't want any of my own. I think that they're because I think that they're awesome, but it's like they're also like a. I mean, they're a big responsibility, and also if you like you screw up, then it's like because if the kid turns out messed up, that's your fault. Like I would hate to have that kind of responsibility. It's like if my kid turns out to be like like a like if my kid turns out to be like I don't know I don't know like the next Ted Bundy or something. It's like some of that is going to be my fault. I'm going to be like, dude, I'm half of the reason this person's here. Ah, okay. In my defense, I didn't know he was going to be like that. Also, his mom looked really hot that day. I've been online since the mid '90s. I feel like the internet is my house, and all of the younger folks are just visiting. Oh God. Okay. You know what? Just like for that statement alone, I will slightly believe that you're 50 years old. I will slightly believe it. I will possibly just a little bit, kind of, sort of believe it. Kind of, possibly, maybe, sort of believe it a little bit. That very statement made me think, okay, maybe this guy might be 50. Maybe this guy might be 50. This dude is like, get off my. This dude's giving get off my lawn energy. No, even better, get off my plane. Is it get off my plane or get out of my plane? I don't remember that line. I only saw that movie like once. We receive shopping instructions before entering the store. Don't touch anything, don't ask for anything, and stay by your parents' side. Yeah, that was definitely like my that was my childhood for sure. Um that was definitely my childhood for sure. That really kind of like it was and that was like one of the moments where I realized like we were like that was one of the moments when I realized that as a family we were poor because my mom used to be like, "We're not poor as long as we got the power of Christ." And it's like I was like, "Mom, no, we're poor. We can't even get." It's like, "No, Mom, we're poor. We can't even get candy off the thing. Like I can't even get candy off the thing because we have no money." My mom was so mad. That was definitely not something to say out loud. I think it was off my plane. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. It's like this dude was really like get off. This dude, you really just gave the get off my lawn reaction to the internet. So yeah, like I will sooner believe that you're at least kind of old, but not really old. I'll believe that you're 39, but I will not believe that you're 50. Say more old stuff. Let me see. I'm sorry, that Power of Christ line was hilarious. What? Thank you. Dude really said we're not poor. We got the power of Christ. Oh yeah, that was definitely a thing. That was the thing that we used to. That was the thing that I used to be told all the time growing up. Like that was definitely like it's like as long as we got the power of Christ, we're rich. And I was, oh God, I used to hate that so much because it was like because when you watch TV, the power of Christ is a glow, and it's like nothing ever glowed. So I remember just being like, where is this? Where is it at? I used to hate that phrase so much, man. Like because like I was a TV kid, so it's like when you talked about like God and divine intervention and like the body of Christ and the power of Christ and all this other stuff. Like when you watch TV as a kid, you expect something to actually happen, and then when it doesn't happen, you're like wildly disappointed. Like so that was kind of like so like I didn't become I'm not an atheist, but it was like I started questioning God a lot more than I was supposed to, and people did not. Growing up in the South, nobody liked that. So it was like, like man, it was you could not, man, you could not. Growing up in the South, that was definitely like quite the challenge for me too. It was just like, I was always asking questions that you just should not be asking. I legit never heard that before. I'm sorry, it just caught me off guard. Okay, yeah, you clearly didn't grow up in a religious household, and you clearly, I'm gonna assume that you didn't grow up in the South and you didn't grow up in a religious household. That was the thing that was like that was the thing that people would like try to say as like a flex. It was kind of like one of those things where it's like, well, we're not broke. We're not like we believe in God, so like we believe in God, so we're never poor. That was the thing that they used to say back in the South, and it was like and it was like easily one of the worst things to hear when you're a kid because it's like, well, where's God at so I could get some, so I can get some candy from the store, you know. I found like I feel like the moment if you're a kid and you ask yourself and you have to ask where is God, that's the moment that's when your atheism phase starts. Not necessarily your atheism phase, but that's when you start questioning religion. Like if you find yourself asking where is God, didn't know I was poor till I got to college and survived off of bologna and Vienna sausages. Y'all have vanilla? You have Vienna sausages? Rich. I grew up in the South, New Orleans, Catholic household. I'm an atheist, always was, but I still went through the whole Catholicism thing. Wait, so they never? Okay. First off, New Orleans, dude, that's like not too far from where I was at, dude. I'm from I was from Baton Rouge, man. I feel like you said this before, and I guess I just didn't catch it. But yeah. What is up? Semi creates. How's it going? Okay. All right. I gotta actually read some of these, but okay. I think I'm fully caught up in the chat too. By the way, once again, I'm playing this game. Yeah. Okay. So well. Wait. They never said. Oh, you're not poor. Like I guess you never really had to actually worry about money then that much, or rather, like they never or rather they probably just never said it. But that is crazy, bro. Also, Catholic. Are you unmelanated? Oh wait, I'm doing good. Glad to hear it. I think I was always an atheist. I never could believe. Wow, a black Catholic. That is over my head. Like, cause like when you think of like when I think of black people in religion, I always think like not I don't know what to call it, so I'm just gonna call it Christian. But I always thought that Christian and Catholicism were like two different things. So wait, did you actually have to go to mass and like do the did you actually have to like go to mass and actually like go to the confessional and stuff like that? Like I only the only way I know anything about Catholicism is through the only way I know about anything of Catholicism is like through stuff that they talked about on TV, and the majority of stuff they talk about on TV when it comes to Catholicism is like New York. So there's like nuns, Italian people, white people, people talking like this. Yeah, I was an altar boy. Yo, you're gonna have to clean that up, brother. Like I'm aware that you probably nothing has happened to you, but you have to say that nothing happened to you now. You can't just say I was an altar boy because like now you have to like follow that up with nothing happened. I'll wait for it. Okay, I will wait for it. But in the meantime though, yeah, that is. But yeah, like that is like I'm a Lutheran Christian. I don't know what I hear the word Lutheran a lot, but I have no clue what that is. Like I know that it was inspired from that dude Martin Luther, who's not not the black one, but the other one, and like he was apparently like what the creator of I don't know. I don't know. I had to look that up. I feel like religion is definitely like one of those things we have to like learn about from a historic perspective and not just like the Bible. Like we actually have to learn like because like religion is ultimately a government. Is like it's a political practice. So we need to definitely learn about that too. And Megas, please say that nothing happened. I'm not Catholic. I'm not Catholic, but I've been to the Vatican. Symbolism deep. Wait, where is the Vatican? That's the one in Italy, right? No, is it Italy or Andorra or something? I don't. Okay, wait, hold on, wait. No, the Vatican. No, wait, no, the Vatican is in America. The Pope is in Italy. No, hold on. Where's the Vatican? Where's the Vatican? I'm gonna go. I'm. Oh, Vatican City. Okay, got it. In Rome. Okay, cool. Pope lives in the Vatican. Okay, so like, all right, so the okay. See, I thought the Pope just lived like in his own crib, and the Vatican was like was like this big church or something. And like I thought the Vatican was a mega church. Okay, I thought the Vatican was a mega church, and the Pope just goes over there and be like, leave bobbity boobity. I don't know. And but I didn't know that. Oh, okay. So it's called Vatican City because the Vatican is, bruh. I didn't know that Vatican City was. I didn't know that the city that the Vatican was in was called Vatican City. That just makes everything just that much more simple now. God, I hope that Also, is the Pope Italian? Because I like to. They got their own army and a bank too. Huh? It sort of is. The Vatican is like its own sovereign place in Rome. Hold on, its own army and a bank? Wait, hold on, wait. A church has a bank? A Vatican has the bank in it? Yo, does it? Didn't Jesus like whoop somebody's behind about that a while back? Why would there be a bank in the? I like. Hold on, wait. You mean like the bank is connected? Hold on, is the bank connected? Like you mean the bank is connected to the Vatican, or the Vatican just uses that bank? Its own army too? Why do you need an army at the Vatican? Who is trying to shoot up the Vatican? Who's going to the Vatican being like, "Yo, man, we about to commit war and attack the Vatican"? You know what? That's actually a you know what that's actually a fair statement. That's you know what? No, that an army for the Vatican it makes sense. I get that, but a bank though, like Jesus Christ, didn't Jesus Christ be like, "Yo, man, like y'all messing with y'all? What is this?" I know Jesus is like, "Dog, what is y'all see this right?" I ain't gonna lie though. If I had a church, I would also have a bank in it though. But that's only because it wouldn't be a church. It would just literally be like an outreach for under people who got stuff going wrong in their lives and they need help. Like it wouldn't be a place where you go to and just be like, the Bible says, no, none of that. It's just going to be like an outreach center that helps people that may just happen to have the word church in the logo just to get more people interested in it. But like, nah, I couldn't do that. The same way the president is elected and lives in the White House, the Pope is elected and lives in the Vatican. Wait, the Pope is elected? Like people, how do you how do you even do a campaign for like being the Pope? Hey, vote for me and like because God told you to. No, God didn't tell you to vote for him. God told you to vote for me. God never said that about him. God said that this guy is like actually bad. This guy, God said to vote for me. Like, how does the debates go for that? like, like, how does the debates go for Pope? It's like vote for me or you're all going to hell. It's like, dude, Cardinals vote for the Pope. I'm just trying to like. There's still like, how do you imagine campaigning to be Pope? Hey, Cardinals, vote for me because like God told you to. Who are you gonna believe? This guy who has never spoken to God one time, or me who speaks to God all the time? See, he's telling you all to vote for me right now. Y'all should have never told me that these people get voted for, man. Oh my god. Wow, y'all could just imagine the debate though. It's like you really. It's like look. All I'm saying is that if you make me pope, I will prevent the apocalypse. But if you make him pope, he's going to bring the apocalypse today. I'm just saying. And you have that one guy like, I would totally bring the apocalypse on day one if you vote for me. Oh my god, y'all should have never told me that, bro. That is perfect. I don't know who to vote for. Should I vote for the person who's not going to give me the apocalypse, or the person who's going to who's going to bring the apocalypse on day one? This is complicated. Meanwhile, you got the undecided. What y'all think? Man, we don't know. I mean, that's a comedy sketch right there. How is this not a thing already? Like, I did not know this. I thought that I didn't know that you get elected for Pope. I thought like people just be like, hey, you want to be Pope? And they'd be like, yeah. What do you think women Pope would be like? I don't know. Oh my god, a woman being Pope, that would like shatter all of religion. Honestly, if a woman becomes Pope, that would shatter like every white supremacist on the planet would just melt down. Like they would just be like, "Oh, woman is now in charge of our religion." Ah. Oh my god, let her be a black woman too. That would be perfect. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Like it's like, yo, that death grip on religion would just be too bad. It's like, it's like, I need you guys to know that if I'm Pope, you should not let her be Pope. You've never had a woman Pope and everything's been fine. I'm so sorry. God, this is terrible. This is terrible. A woman, I don't know enough about the Pope to know what the Pope does, to know what a woman in that position would be like or anything like that. But like I would like to think that just her just being there would just be controversial enough, just like this, you'll see like white supremacist faces literally just melt from the realization that like we don't even have religion no more. Oh my god, please let me live long enough to see a woman president and a woman pope. Please let me live long enough to see that. I don't know if I will, but man, it would be so dope if I did. Women serve the Catholic Church as nuns. Yes. See, that part I get. I know about that. I know about nuns, which I always find it weird, like about that a little bit too, because like nuns wear that thing that like Muslim women wear, and yet for some strange reason, like people be like, we don't like the Muslims, but the Catholics are okay. It's like they wear the same thing. All they have to do is just put something over their face, and it's literally the same. But yeah, like I know very little about like stuff like that. I just did not. Wow, the Pope, like the Pope being elected, that like how is this not a thing? Like how come we don't it's like the Catholic community be awfully quiet about that, and I feel like me saying the stuff that I'm saying is why I did not elected, bro. I did not know that. Like that's just you just gave me a whole new idea for like a sketch comedy routine that I'm pretty sure that like I'm pretty sure somebody has already done it, but that is gold. That's perfect. The Pope gets elected, bro. That's awesome. Um, that's funny. That is funny. If I could just merge like two more of these, if I could just get like two more of them. Okay, that's one. Sorry, this game is just taking my soul. So in my experience, there are only two types of nuns: old nuns and hot nuns. And I don't know why it is, but it just is. I feel like that kind of goes into every category a little bit. We're now going to be like using that as a way to categorize a lot of things. It's like there's two types of people. It's going to be old people and hot people. Oh my god! I guess I'm old now. I am old then. What about the gay nuns? I hope I don't get demonetized for reading that. Man, they ain't got none of those. Get it? They ain't got none of those. Oh man, that joke was good. I don't care. That was clever. I'm funny. Or both. There is overlap. There is a sinister side to organized religion and oppression. Yeah, there is severely, and I feel like as a society, we kind of need to learn about that a little bit. We need to definitely make it our business to try to figure out, like, learn about that a little bit, because a lot of stuff that we actually like, everything has an origin. You know what I mean? And we don't like the thing that I think the biggest problem is that, like, we're so used to certain things just existing that we never actually sit back and try to learn about where it came from or how it came to be. One of the big things I kind of notice about like a lot of people is that, like, they can't tell you anything about any other president before Reagan. You know what I mean? Like, but we've had like a bunch of presidents before him. Nobody can tell me, it's like nobody can tell me who the first ladies are, who the vice presidents were, or like who had the shortest presidential term. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what year was Walmart established? Like, I recently learned that Disney was made when Calvin Coolidge was president, and Marvel and DC was made when FDR was president. So, like, so when you think about, and when I think about Disney, like, you think about old school Disney, there was a lot of controversial stuff that was established back in those times. Whereas Marvel and DC was almost always about like challenging bigoted norms that was happening at the time. So Eisenhower was president when I was born. Eisenhower. Wait, hold on. Eisenhower. He was before Kennedy, wasn't he? Wait. No, hold on. Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, uh, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, uh, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley. Most people live to maintain the status quo. That's about the extent the average person thinks about the way things are. And that messes with me. That messes with me a lot. It's like, and it's like the thing is that, like, there is a status quo that we can all agree to, but it's like we should be able to just sort of understand how things are. Okay, McKinley. McKinley was the last president of the 1800s. Then afterwards was McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson. No, yeah, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover. Uh, Roosevelt again. Then Truman. Yeah, Eisenhower, and then Kennedy. No, yeah, Eisenhower. Yeah, Eisenhower was before Kennedy. Man, I don't know. But that's what I'm saying, though, is that, like, we do need to, like, everything. The thing that we need to kind of point out is everything has a history. Everything, in fact, has a history, and it's like we. I feel like as a society, we kind of need to learn more about like the history of just stuff outside of stuff that we like outside of stuff that we find fascinating. We need to find out history about stuff that was boring. Like there was this thing called Ohio life insurance, and if I'm not mistaken, that was a financial disaster for the country, and yet we still have life insurance now. When people threaten to change the status quo, it genuinely scares people. Many lash out, and that's the source of a lot of bigotry. Oh, I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm Southern. I know. Oh boy, that is. No, I'm gonna list them. I'm gonna continue listing. I'm sorry. So, all right. So Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Bill Clinton was the first president I voted for. And Bill Clinton, oddly enough, was the president when Semi Creates was born. So, wow, that is a big age gap there. That is a big age gap. That age gap is. I'm starting to think that Emperor Megas is actually older than 32. Uh, Man, that's the first president you voted for? My goodness. Technically, I voted for Carter in the first grade in the mock election we had in school. We don't even have mock elections anymore. I don't think elementary schools have mock elections, which kind of would make sense. We don't need these kids discussing politics. It's like it's a they need to learn. Everybody needs to learn everything from now on. We need to learn about how badly the Ohio life insurance thing was, because apparently that was historically a thing that was going to put us under financially as a country or something. I'm not sure, but like we do need to like learn about like history, and I feel like the best way to do it is to start off by learning about both businesses and the presidents, because every president is different. Like I said, I'm trying to learn about Chester Arthur right now, and turns out Chester Arthur was around during the Civil War and even before that. I'm also trying to learn about what's that dude's name? $20 bill, crazy person, Andrew Jackson. Because I hate Andrew Jackson, but also I need to learn about him a little bit. I like making fun of Andrew. Nickelodeon's kids picked the president. Yes, that was a thing back in the day. Also, Nickelodeon is very sad. Nickelodeon makes me sad. My first grade teacher was Mrs. Pierce. She was the mother of actor Wendell Pierce. Honestly, considering the fact that you're from New Orleans, that tracks. That tracks, and that is dope. Like, imagine being able to say, "Yeah, my baby, yeah, my baby, he be acting in the movies. He be acting in the movies. You know what I'm saying? He be all up on your TV screen. You probably might know who he is. That is a flex. Oh my god, that is a super flex, by the way." Before I was 10, I experienced the assassinations of Evers, ex JFK, and wow. By the way, if you hear like it's about to storm over here, so if you hear like a lot of whooshing noise, it's just I remember the day Reagan was. Oh wow, oh yeah, yeah, that did happen, huh? I forgot. It's like man. Okay, so am I crazy for thinking that that could have possibly been staged? Am I a crazy person for thinking that it was possibly staged? You can tell me if I am. Like I won't hold that against you. Oh man, at some point I do need to get a beanbag chair. I'm broke. But yeah, after today, I'm definitely doing the membership thing. I'm definitely making memberships because you guys, like I said, y'all do support your boy. You know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate that. So I'm definitely making that into I'm definitely making that into a thing. Like right after this live streaming thing, I'm getting me some memberships. So y'all could be a member, support your boy, and you will be provided with stuff for later after, for sure. I can't join. I don't have the membership thing ready yet. I don't have it yet, but I'm going to. It was real. The way was crazy. It wasn't political. The assassin was trying to impress Jodie Foster. Wait, that was legit? That was legit? Like how do you even how do I'm going to impress this actress by taking a firearm. She was a kid too. I'm sorry, like that don't that I'm going to impress an actress. Wait, a kid? A kid? Like you're young? Like young? How old was the shooter? Was he also like a kid? John Hinckley was wild. Okay, but was he also a kid? Like was he just like a dumb kid who just thought this was going to be cool for her to see? Like was he kind of like also because like if he's a kid, like yeah, it's just like wow, he was just hocked up on stupid. But like he was 25. Okay, wait, hold on. So when you say just a see, how old was Jodie Foster? When you say she was just a kid, what were we talking like 17, 17, like 17 maybe, or maybe like 18 or 19 or something like that? Like was she just kind of like young or was she like a child? The only reason why I even am familiar with the Reagan attempt is because of like people always referencing it. But I did not know, like I only know about people. She was 18, but she was under that when Taxi Driver came out. And he was 25. He was okay, so he was 25 years old and he wanted to impress someone who was possibly much younger than he was by taking an attempt on Ronald Reagan after Taxi Driver was the movie she was in when Hinckley fell for her. Okay, so okay. It was a different time, I guess. No, 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 no. I'm trying to make sense of this. Hold on. Like my brain is like because it's good to hear somebody from that era talk about it. So like I'm trying to just sort of like I'm trying to rack the thoughts up in my head. Okay, so this dude went to a movies. He went to the movies. He saw Taxi Driver. He saw Jodie Foster. Hold on. How old was Jodie Foster in Taxi Driver? Jodie, okay, she was 12. She was 12. Jodie Foster was 12. She was 12 years old in that movie. I remember listening to on the radio when I was a kid in front of Burger King. Listening to who? Listening to who? She was 12 in that movie. Hold on. How old was John Hinckley? Okay, hold on. How old was Jodie Foster? Foster when okay. The news okay. I was in the car with my dad and sister hearing about the radio after it happened. Okay, so all right, so to clarify, John Hinckley at probably 19 years old saw a taxi driver, saw a 12-year-old Jodie Foster, and was like, I'm going to smack the president to get this girl to notice me. I I okay, um see, I never really heard about it from this perspective. I always was told, oh yeah, somebody just got tried to get him and he didn't get got. And that's all it was. It's just like, oh, they tried to get him, he didn't get got, problem solved. And now she was 12. She played what in she was 12. And he saw that and was like, yo, keep this dude in jail. Keep him in jail. Keep that dude in, bro. Like keep him in. He no, keep him in. Like some keep him in there. Keep him in there. Like keep him in jail. Keep no. Like nah. I uh how do you like she was 12. She was she was 12. That's some R. Kelly stuff. It's just America. I I'm trying to like that. I'm trying to process that. Like he got out. Yo, keep this dude under surveillance, bro. Like, well, we probably might need him. Somebody make a movie about Ivanka or something. I don't know. Like, we probably might need him again. Like, just like, look. We're desperate times. Call for desperate measures. I would just love to hear like what I just want to hear like did they I would love to just hear the interview of like just him like answering the question of like just like I just like did they ever like interview him and just sort of asked him what was it about like was he is he like is he adjacent to I'm sorry, like I'm trying to brain process that, and I'm doing bad at it. Like as I've said multiple times before, I'm not a smart man, so stuff like that stumps me. He's old now. Yo, that's foul. They had to be interviewed. They had to have interviewed him a lot. Listen, all I'm saying is somebody make a movie about Ivanka and see if we could like try to get him to. I don't look. I'm just saying, desperate times call for desperate measures. I mean, look. But like now, but it kind of, but also that's another thing too that we kind of like. We really don't talk about this. We really don't talk about this enough. But like being a dude is weird. You know what I mean? Like being a dude is a really weird. I apologize. I'm sorry. I know it sounds messed up, but we really do need to talk about the fact that being male and being a man is actually really, really weird. John Hinckley was a musician. Like, did he actually like have some tracks? Did he actually release some tracks, or did he just play a musical instrument? This is a weird conversation to be having right here. I did not expect to be talking about John Hinckley like this. but yeah, though, that's what I'm saying. It's like we really do need to actually kind of address like the elephant in the room here that being a dude is weird. Like we're introduced to this idea of what being a dude is supposed to be, and we basically put ourselves in crazy positions trying to reach those standards. And when we don't make those standards, we tend to we screw things up, or we blame ourselves and go out of our way to try to like kind of push this idea that we're supposed to be a certain way, and we punish ourselves for it. And it's not right. It's really not right. Like I feel like there's no right way to be a dude. Like you either are one or you're just not one. You know what I mean? And it's like